man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports Podcast. I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
What's up, Victoria?
What's going on?
You know, nothing. How's your week?
Oh, it was okay.
It was okay?
Nothing exciting happened.
Nothing exciting at all.
No.
You know, it was some exciting stuff, you know, sports-wise in the city.
Right.
So, I went to the game on Sunday, the last Cardinals game on Sunday.
Right.
Of the season. I sat in the suite. It was VIP suite. I feel special. The game was pretty dope. It was it was probably one of the better games I've been to Cardinals wise. That was like me going to the stadium. Mm-hmm. It was like it was a shutout.
All right.
It was lit.
That was the last game of the regular season, right?
It was, yes.
Okay.
And that was the game where they clinched the division title.
Right.
It was a really lit game. And we closed it out against the Baby Birds.
Right.
So here's the funny thing. So I went to the game with my mom, and we were walking around the stadium, trying to get in. We were there so early. It was bus loads of Cubs fans, right? So we walked by a couple of Cubs fans, and one of the dudes was like, "We're gonna sweep you guys." He legit said that, out loud. He was like, "We're gonna sweep you guys, Cubs Nation, woo!" And so me and my mom were like, "Okay."
No, I forgot what game that was, but we hung out at one of the little bars or whatever in Ballpark Village.
Yeah.
And one of the guys had a T-shirt that said St. Louis sucks.
He bold.
Yeah, he was bold. But I was like, it was cool because I was like, I actually like Chicago, so joke's on you.
But you bold.
I know, right.
So with him saying that, and then with us just demolishing them in that game, I wanted to know I wonder how he felt leaving that game, because you guys didn't get a run in at all.
Right.
We clinched the division, and are they in the playoffs?
No.
So you guys are going home.
Right.
You guys are going home.
Right. It's losers.
Losers. But other than that, the Cardinals they played game 1 yesterday in Atlanta.
Right.
Against the Braves. It was stressful.
So now we're talking about the Cardinals. So, yeah, they stressed me out last night, right? Last night being Thursday night. And so, and this is the start. This is playoff time.
Yeah.
Red October. It's the start of the National League Division Series, okay?
Red October.
Right. So, I'm doing a play-by-play of what happened, okay? Right.
We get a play-by-play?
We're going to do a play-by-play.
I'm so excited.
So, at the first inning, the Cards were a little shaky, at the start of the game. So, Atlanta scored a run in the first inning.
First inning,
Atlanta scored a run just like they did they scored a run in the first inning, right? So the top of the fourth, Bader stole the base, to get him to third. So he stole and went to third. Mm-hmm. That's his thing. And he eventually tied the game 1-1.
Okay.
I'm like, cool, okay. The bottom of the sixth. So the Cards, they still made some mistakes, and I'm calling out Colton Wong. He made some mistakes.
So you put people on blast?
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
Second baseman, he made a mistake. Well, he just came back. He made a mistake. Whatever.
It happens.
Right. So the Braves ended up getting 2 more points to make it 3-1. Okay. So bottom of the seventh, you got Acuna, who hit the ball, but what he did was that he looked at the ball, but only got a single when he could have got a double.
Okay.
So I'm like, why are you looking at the ball? He thought it was a home run, which it looked like it was about to be a home run, but it ended up hitting the wall.
Okay.
So, and this is not the first time that he has done this. And his teammate, Freddie Freeman, was not happy about that. So he pretty much was saying that this cannot happen. This is postseason. This cannot happen in the postseason. And, yeah. So it's like beating a dead horse because They've told him this before.
It's not your first time doing it.
Exactly.
So I get that. It's
But-
frustrating for you.
Yeah, and it was frustrating for them. Like, you could have went to second base. You could have changed the game.
True.
But anyway, so now we at the top of the 8th, and Goldschmidt hit a solo home run
Okay.
to make it 3-2.
Okay.
Okay. So we got Carpenter. He got a hit in the 8th inning. It was in play, and they were able to tie the game 3-3.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. Now, the top of the 9th, ninth inning magic. That's what they're good for. So Edmund came in clutch, and then Ozuna closed out the inning with a major hit that was close to being a foul ball, but it was in play.
Okay.
And then the game was 5-3, but not over yet. Wong, he's been out with a hamstring.
Yeah.
He returned to the starting lineup and he hit the ball down the line, and then the score turned to 7-3. I'm like, we cool, we got this, we got it.
Or
So
you
it's
thought.
still the Braves' turn, right?
Right.
Bottom of the 9th. Now, Carlos Martinez is he's the closing pitcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gave every Cardinal fan a heart attack that night. Cause we got a 7-3 lead, right? We got to hold them off, right? And we barely did that. Acuna hit a home run for a 2-run shot, which made it 7-5. And then Freeman hit a solo home run, which made it 7-6. I'm like, oh, God. Really? But fortunately, we were able to close it out. But that was too close to me.
So game 1
But-
was a lot, basically. is
Game
what you're-
1 was a roller coaster, and we could have played better than what we did last night. We definitely could have. I feel like at the beginning of the game, I was like, they weren't really trying at all. I'm like, what are they doing?
Especially if there's a run already in the first inning. Like, maybe they still partying from like Sundays, like celebration.
Well,
It's time to move on. It's time to let that move on.
still got that shit paying,
It's time to move on.
Yeah.
It's back to business now.
right?
So I know they played game 2 today.
They did,
They lost.
and they ended up losing in Atlanta. Yes, 3-0.
So we didn't get not one.
We didn't got not one run. So we got Flaherty. He was the pitcher.
And he's been magical.
Oh, he's been killing it.
Yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
This
can't make it
wasn't-
happen today.
This wasn't his day.
Nah.
So I know you told me the first round because I thought it was the best of 7. It's the best of 5.
Best of 5.
So they have to at least win 2 more games to move on to the next round.
Yeah, and are coming back to St. Louis.
This may be what they need.
Yeah, hopefully, because we got the best fans in the world. So hopefully we can motivate them.
Get with it.
right?
Listen. You have brought us this far. Don't let us down now.
right.
Don't let us down. So hopefully for games 3 and 4 they pick it up
Right.
and win those last 2 games. 'Cause
Exactly.
I think they can do it. I'm
They
optimistic.
can. I'm still holding out hope.
I'm hoping
Yes.
for good things.
Yes.
I'm optimistic.
Right.
They better get together.
Ooh, stress me out.
I bet that's really stressful. So were you at home yelling at the TV?
I was. I was yelling at Martinez because he was messing up. I was like, "Oh,
I can
what are you
imagine.
doing?"
I can definitely imagine.
And Molina was like, "No."
So besides the St. Louis Cardinals, the St. Louis Blues open up their season
Yes.
on October 2nd.
Yes.
They got their
Former
rings.
champs. Oh,
The rings are
rings,
beautiful.
man.
Listen, I was trying to get one, but I heard they're like $12,000. So never mind.
Yeah.
So never mind. I can get a replica out of a gumball machine. But they're beautiful.
Oh, it was, yeah. They were pretty.
And I know that the raising of the banner was really lit.
Special moment,
They played
man.
Gloria one last time, and I heard they're going to retire that after. It's not going to be played. It's not going to be their song this season.
Oh, it's not?
That's what I read. So if they make it to the end again next year, they may have a new song. Because this was last season was their glorious season because they were dead last and they came out and won it all. So you can retire that. Don't play it out. Retire that. I get that.
Okay.
They played the Washington Capitals.
Right.
The game was a hard fought game. We did come up short,
Yeah, we did.
but it's just game 1.
Yeah, but, You can't let this.
It's just one game.
I know, but you lose a game, then you lose another.
Don't think like that.
I know.
Don't think
I
like
know.
that. It's just one game.
I know.
It's just one game. Don't think like that. It was just one game. Don't think like that. I feel like that they can turn it around.
Okay.
I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I think they were. So here's what I think. I believe I know they played a hard fought game on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was still kind of the high, like from getting the rings won. I'm doing a victory lap with the trophy, with the Stanley Cup, and then like seeing the first ever banner being raised was probably like, this is a moment for us.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see if they weren't as focused as they should have been.
And what's surprising is there's still a lot of teams who have not won Stanley Cup before.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not one of them. But
we used to be.
But right. But hockey is a hard game to win though.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get a championship.
Yeah, because each round is a 7-game series, just like in basketball. And when you're on ice, the puck moving a mile a minute.
And you moving constantly back and forth.
Yeah, it's not easy to win Stanley Cup. So it makes me like understand or see teams that have won multiple Stanley Cups. Those had to have been great teams, like to win more than one.
Right, that's with any team, yeah.
So we're trying to be one of those teams.
Right.
We're trying.
You know what? I said I would be happy if we never won another one. Like that one right there. Like look.
See, you lost me. You didn't lost me. What?
I'm just saying. I got to see history. Like I'm cool if we never win another one.
Now, Victoria.
Well, the goal is to win multiple.
But you just said you cool if we never win another one. What are you talking about? I don't like. I'm
just saying.
We need to have more than one. No.
I mean, like I said, that is the goal.
It's to win multiple.
But if we never do, I'm happy.
I'm gonna have a fit
because I was there to witness that moment.
I mean, it was a moment
that others probably had the misfortune of not. Like you got the older people who probably have
like the older players like who never got a ring.
That, or I'm talking about like older fans in general who, long gone and will never get to see it.
I get that. Like, Bobby Plager, his brother passed before even seeing this moment, and they both played for the Blues. So I get that.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So, but again, the ring is bananas. And what they did was really cool was it was the little girl Layla.
I saw, she got her a ring.
She got a ring.
I'm like, she better lock that up or somebody cover her
eyes. And she was so happy.
Yeah, she was.
I was like,
and her name was inscribed in the ring. I'm like, oh, that's
because I think each player's name is inscribed into the ring, and it has Gloria on it. Why can't they just give me one?
I want one too.
But I'm not paying $12,000 for no ring.
Yeah. Oh, you have to pay for one?
If you want a ring, they're $12,000, but there's only a limited amount remaining. They don't have a plethora of rings.
Oh, they were selling rings. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure where they're selling them at, but I do know if you want one, you can get one.
Oh, okay.
But that's pretty lit.
Yeah,
lit stuff. So, as you all know, we are in World Championships as we have been for most of the summer.
Right.
Most of the summer. But it's track and field now.
Yes.
And track and field is a dope sport.
Oh, I love track and field.
I do.
I love track and field.
That's one sport that if you watch it and it's for like a gold medal and like it's Team USA is in it or like your favorite like runner is in it, I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
Because like it's step by step. Like anybody, any moment that they can run you down, and I be stressed out.
Well, now that we're talking about track and field, so if you don't know who Allyson Felix is,
you live on the rock,
right? So she is an American track and field sprinter, and she competes in the 100 and 200 and 400 meter races.
And the 4x4 relays.
Yep.
And the 100 relay too.
Yep. So she's a 2012 Olympic champion and a 3-time world champion and a 2-time Olympic silver medalist. So she's making headlines because she beat Usain Bolt's gold medal record just 10 months after giving birth. So
and she did it in it's a new thing now where they do mixed doubles. So
Right.
so usually in a relay race, it's a group. It's a race based off of like a whole team of men. In mixed doubles, it's 2 and 2 on your team. It's 2 men on your team and 2 women on your team. So I think she ran the second leg in the mixed doubles race. The first leg on the Team USA side was ran by a man, and then she ran leg 2. So here's the funny part about this race. So a team who they were like running against was Poland. So most of the teams like they ran that day, here's how their legs were set up. It was a man, girl, girl, man. Poland did man, man, girl, girl.
uh-huh.
So when she ran the second leg, she ran an amazing time. However, Poland with them running a duty in the second leg too, men do run faster than women because
They just do.
yeah. She could not run him down, but she still ran a good time. So I guess like Poland's strategy was to have a man run the second leg and give them that big of a lead, like going to legs 3 and 4.
Right.
It didn't work. So he may have beat Allyson Felix in the second leg, but then in legs 3 and 4, Team USA runners, they chased them down.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was time for the fourth leg, and it was Poland's girl running like the final lap, and it was Team USA running our final lap, it was a dude. He ran her down so quick.
Mm-hmm.
They came in
Oh,
fifth.
they probably thought having 2 males more time.
They came in 5th.
Right.
We came in first.
Nice.
and we broke a world record.
Nice.
We ran in it was 3 minutes 9 seconds.
Nice.
So I get their strategy, but if you don't put that big of a gap in between, and if the last 2 legs on our team are fast people too, or they can run you down, the strategy does not work.
Right.
They didn't even medal.
Woo. Well, so she beat Usain Bolt's record. He previously held the world champion record with 11 gold medals back in 2013. So this is her first race since she gave birth to her daughter. And she did tweet that she was humbled, by breaking that record. So she did have an emergency C-section.
Yeah.
And her daughter was a preemie. Well, she's fine now. She's good now. But
yeah, her name's Cameron.
Yeah. So she's actually speaking out on Nike's maternity policies. I'm not sure if you heard, but it's kind of off topic, but not. But Nike did say they were going to change their policy in athletes' contracts after the backlash they received from that, and like a number of female track stars allege that Nike has penalized them for being pregnant. And then one of the track stars, Alyssa Montano, spoke about the issue. I'm not sure if you heard of her, but she's the one that raced when she was like 8 months pregnant. The first time in 2014, and the next time she raced when she was 5 months pregnant. I'm not sure if you...
Oh, I did see
that. Yeah. She was like,
yeah.
she went viral on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so she spoke about the issue too. And she had to fight with her sponsor to keep her paycheck. So, like,
that's too much.
Right.
Here's the thing. Love Nike. Everybody loves Nike.
Just do it.
But here's the thing.
Until you get pregnant.
But here's the thing. Nike knows that, like, not all of their athletes are males. And you know that women, especially if they're in right relationships and or have partners or spouses, they want families as well.
Yeah.
You need to accommodate that.
Exactly.
So if you're not going to accommodate that, something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You need to accommodate that because, like, that's life.
Yeah, and it sucks if you have to choose between training
and your child
and taking care of your kid. Like
what the? Come on, Nike, listen.
And we know this not only happens in the sports world, but in the workplace too.
In the workplace too. It's a problem.
And like, it's always a problem when a woman has to take, have maternity leave, because it's like they have that fear of, will I still have my job when I come back? Or
will I be the same as what I was before I got pregnant?
That, and then they won't even have time to like bond with their newborn because they got to rush back and come to work.
Especially now with this being track and field season for the World Championships. Once World Championships end, they go back in training because next summer is the Olympics.
Yeah.
Next summer is but it helps a lot if your partner is supportive. So I heard that her husband is really supportive.
Right. He used to be a track.
Yeah.
Do track too.
And if you follow her on her Instagram, like she has like tracked her story as to how she had her baby. Like she posts a lot. It's a good read. So big ups to her for like speaking out or to any of them because like Nike needs to change their policy.
Yeah, they said they were gonna do it, so
they need to.
Yeah,
because like not all their athletes are males.
Right.
You have a lot of female athletes, and a lot of them are parents as well.
Yep.
So I hope they change it. And while we're on track and field, another track and field star, her name is Dalila Muhammad. She runs for Team USA, and she runs the 400-meter hurdles. She won today a gold medal, and she broke the record again. She so if you watch hurdling, it looks like it's going in slow motion because you have to run over a thing, like it's a hurdle, but it's really not. So for her to continue to like break records while doing it, that's a big deal.
Nice.
So congrats to her.
I never heard of her, but
I found out about her when she ran in Rio and won in Rio.
Oh, okay.
So in 2016, that's how I found out about her. So for me to like know that and her name again, that's an impact. Means you're pretty dope. So I hope to see her next year in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Whoop, whoop, whoop. So while we're on women, let's transition into what's in progress now as far as basketball.
Oh, yeah. WNBA, yeah.
Playoffs.
Right.
If you are not aware, the playoffs are happening now. The teams in the playoffs are the Connecticut Sun and also the Washington Mystics. So, game 1 was Sunday. Washington won game 1. So, going into the playoffs or going into these finals, it's a best of 5 series if you don't know it. So, like the NBA is the best of 7. And in this, it's the best of 5, which I think is trash, but whatever. Whatever.
I mean, they already play less games, so.
Which is trash, but whatever. So going into it, in my mind, I was like, this is going to be Washington year. They have the MVP on their team in Delle Donne because she's dope. Yep. So going into game 2, which was I'm not sure which day it was, but it was this week. Elena played maybe like the first 3 minutes and left the game and did not return. She had like a back spasm or like a back issue. So they did some like some scanning on her, some like stuff like that. She has, I believe it's a herniated disc in her back.
Okay.
And so she's questionable like for the next game.
Right. So that poses the question. Is
Washington going to be enough to like make it all the way without her?
Right. And will she? Well, will they?
So I think her decision on if she'll play, I think the coach will decide on Sunday because they're gonna like run some more tests tomorrow.
Right, that's when they play though, right?
On Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's a game time decision on if she's gonna play. I know she wants to play. Like,
of course,
any player who gets hurt and it's like playoffs, like the finals for your team, you want to suck it up and be like, bump this back injury.
Right.
I'm playing, but I mean your health is way more important too. So it's a game time decision. I hope she gets better because like so here's the thing, like when you play a finals game, you want to play against the best. You never want to see a player get injured and not be able to participate in this moment. So I hope whatever test they do, I hope they come back and say like, well, she can play, just like limit her minutes possibly. But it poses the question of, can Washington take it all the way like without their MVP? I'm not saying they have a weak squad without her, but she's your MVP.
She's a star player.
She's one of your star players. Like Chris, so they also have Christy Tolliver. She's a WNBA champion with the Los Angeles Sparks in 2017, I believe. She's amazing as well. She has a great 3-pointer. But she can't do it on her own. It's a team effort. And Connecticut has a squad as well. So it's the question is like, can they do it without Delle Donne?
Right.
And I don't know.
But then you got the other team, Connecticut Suns, right?
Yeah.
So
This if Washington can't pull it off without them, this is gonna be Connecticut season. And I'm not biased anyway because like I think both teams are really awesome. So whoever wins it is because they play harder and they wanted it more.
right.
So if you know that if you know like your MVP is out, you have to have the mindset of we're gonna win this for her. If she can't play, this is gonna be for her. So if they go in with that mindset and just like zone out and become beast, it may be their season, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean they tie right now, so you said it's the
yeah.
best of 5, right?
Yeah, so it's a tie series 1-1. It's the best of 5, so they have so each team has to win 2 more games.
Right.
It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. So I wish them both the best of luck. I will be watching. I'm sending like a Delle Donne like good vibes, positive energy. I'm hoping for a speedy recovery if she can't play or if she does play. I'm hoping I want to see her at her full strength. So,
Right.
So make sure y'all watch. Don't cheat the WNBA.
I know,
Don't do that. That's disrespectful. So speaking of more basketball.
Yeah.
If you're not aware, I got an ESPN alert that it was a beef going on.
Yeah, I got a Bleacher Report alert.
It was a rap beef,
Right?
And in my mind, I'm like, ESPN rap beef. What is this? And
Right.
then when it said Shaq, I was like, now come on.
Right. Okay, so this beef all started when Dame Dollar.
Not Victoria.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his rap name, Dame Dollar.
I forgot
Stop.
He's
It's actually an acronym. I forgot what it means, but anyway, the beef started with Dame Dollar or Damian Lillard for,
Let's call him Damian Lillard.
right. So he went on the Joe Budden podcast, of all podcasts.
Of all podcasts. Hey, come visit us.
Right.
Hey, come visit us on our
Exactly.
podcast.
Come on, Dame. That's my dude. You don't like him, but that's my dude.
I don't like
Anyway, so he went on the Joe Budden podcast, and he said, I don't know how this came about, how it came up, but he said that he was a better rapper than Shaq.
And here's my issue with that. When you think about a lyricist, Shaq is not in that category.
And, then he also said, like, when you think of Shaq, like you don't think Shaq being a rapper, you think Shaq rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq is not a rapper.
But regardless, though, when you think of lyricists and you trying to compare yourself to a lyricist, you think of Shaquille O'Neal.
Right?
Of all
really?
people, you talking about Shaq, and so I guess he thought about Shaq because they both ball.
I guess.
But Shaq, and no shade. When I think of lyricists, I don't think about you either, Damian Lillard.
Whoop. Anyway,
I don't
shade, but
I said no shade.
Shade. All shade.
No trees.
All shade.
No trees.
Palm trees. Anyway, so Shaq had like 4 records that came out in between 93 and 98. He dropped 4 studio albums.
And
okay?
the first 2 did some. They
yeah, the first one, the first one, which is Shaq Diesel, it earned like platinum certification from the RIAA. Yeah. And the follow-up album, Shaq Fu: The Return, it went gold.
So Shaq had some hits.
He has some. I ain't never heard no songs, but he accomplished something with his albums. Okay. And then you on the other spectrum, you got Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard. He's also an accomplished artist in his own right. So he came out with 3 studio albums of his own for people who don't know, just like you.
Because I just like what?
Right. So the latest album, Big Dollar, was, released in August. And it featured like big names like Lil Wayne and Jeremiah. Okay, that's not bad.
Listen, I'm a Weezy fan.
There you go.
I'm a Weezy fan. I am.
Weezy up, baby.
So,
So
if you have not heard the diss tracks, go listen to them.
But listen, Shaq, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. So Shaq didn't. So in true Shaq fashion, he didn't like what was being said. He didn't like that diss. So in true Shaq fashion, he came out with a diss track of his own titled "Freestyle Dame Dollar Diss." Like, okay.
So you watched the video of his freestyle with that puppet
I didn't see I didn't know it was a video. I heard the audio, but I didn't know it was a video.
It's a video. It's like this demonic looking like Shaq puppet. If you've seen so here's what it looked like. If you have seen like Family Matters when Steve and Carl turn into them puppets, and they look demonic.
Right.
That's what Shaq looked like. And he behind a boom box and it's just like moving. That's what it looked like.
Sound whack. But anyway, so I listened to both diss tracks.
Me too.
So
Me too.
the Shaq's diss track the audio was very poor. It sounded like he was recording on a flip phone. So in the diss track, he basically talked about how Dame needs to be disciplined, he needs to respect his elders. He said he will never. Okay, so he said to call like in the lyrics in the diss track. So he said to call him whenever he gets a back-to-back. You know, the three-peat. Whenever he get a three-peat.
Or a ring, period.
Call that too. He said, so this diss track was like a spanking in Shaq's words. He said next time he's really... Okay, toward the end of the diss, he's like talking toward the end. He's saying like, next time he's gonna really discipline him. At the end of it, he's like, keep my name out your mouth. I paved the way. Show some respect to the Don Dada. You know, if you're the best, just be the best. It doesn't really matter. I'm in Forbes. So he was basically like, and he also said, then he was like, they say Michael Jordan is the best. How? He ain't never been in his booth. like, how you bringing up Michael Jordan?
Shaq also said, take your time to respond. There is no hurry. You will never be Westbrook and never be Curry.
I was like, ooh.
Listen,
that part, I was like, ooh.
Listen. Shaq had a couple bars up in this. Shaq had a few bars in this rap. Now, if you did not hear the diss track, Shaq did sample a Dr. Dre beat. Now, here's what I would say about Shaq's flow. Because Shaq rapped during like the 90s era,
right?
And he sampled a Dr. Dre beat, it was more like rough and hard. Like
right.
That's how it came out.
And then with his voice, I'm like, first of all, the audio was poor. And Shaq talking in general, you can barely understand what he's saying.
And then with his voice and like Shaq being his size, it comes off as like real rough and hard. And the flow was not the best flow. But he did say some really good, he had some bars.
That bar right there was
he had some bars.
Okay, now we about to get on Dame's diss track, right? So, you know, Dame had to come back.
Yeah.
So his diss track was titled Rain, Rain, Go Away, which is spelled REIGN, which kind of takes a dig at Shaq's third album, which was called You Can't Stop the Rain. So I was like, okay, Dame already, you get them.
This beef is so petty.
Right.
They make millions and they got her beefing about a
so just bragging about their...
I blame Joe Buddy. This is Joe Buddy's fault. This is Joe Buddy. This is childish.
So Dame's diss track, his quality was A+, you know.
His flow was better.
Way better.
It's because his flow is more modern too.
Right.
Now, that's a compliment from me. You better take it.
From a hater. Okay, so in his diss track, he talked about how Shaq's shoes was trash, which they are.
Listen.
He said Shaq was jealous of him. Dame was like, my pocket's deep too, so you doing all this flexing, it's not nothing. You know, he got pockets too. He said Kobe won him those rings.
Ooh.
He said, now this is a bar that he said in the diss track. He said, this is a different era. You the past and you the past. Said yourself that I'm a Tesla, no longer need a diesel gas. Kind of like the Cavs ain't really need diesel ass.
Listen, they both had some bars.
He said Cavs said he didn't really need them. Like Wayne or D-Wade got you that ring. Kobe got you them 3 rings.
Listen, they both had some bars in their diss tracks.
Right.
They both had some heat coming. So in Dame's thing, he was taking jabs at Shaq's career.
Right.
So he dissed the ugly shoes because them shoes was not trash. He talked about his pretty good movie Kazam. He talked about the mediocre like 1994 like martial arts game like Shaq Fu. See,
that was his title. His second album title, Shaq Fu. He
took a hit at that too.
He also took a hit at his free throws. He talked about his free throws.
So here's the thing. If you think about it, Dame kind of won this round because his flow was way better. It was a better quality. It was a better sound. But they both came with some heat. But I would pick Dame because it sounded way better.
Obviously. The beat was hard. Like everything was
his flow was it was real good.
I played that like about 5 times straight. I was like, I like this.
So, according to a Rolling Stone article, at the end, whoever wrote this article, they're trash. They said Shaq started the war, but for now, Dame did more than enough to finish it, and he did.
Yeah, and apparently, I got an update today that Dame came with another diss track.
Now, why
Haven't heard that yet.
Why is he adding fuel to the fire? It's too much. First of all, here's my thing. It's funny games to us, and it's probably fun for them too because, like, I know that Stephen A. Smith was discussing it, Max Kellerman, like, Jalen Rose and Molly Quorum on what's the show? First Take. Y'all got millions, and y'all out here arguing about a comment that was made on a Joe Budden podcast. Y'all out here arguing about.
No, Shaq was in his feelings.
That's what I'm saying.
He had to set him straight.
That's what I'm saying, Shaq. You out here, you got millions.
Oh, you know what he also said? Shaq was like, man, my baby mama got more money than you. Like, more money than these little kids out here. Like,
well, Shani do got some.
I'm like,
Shani
what?
got the bag.
I guess. Well, her. Never mind. I'm not getting on her.
Shani has a bag.
Anyway.
I'm just saying, like, y'all make millions, and y'all out here doing this.
Basically bragging about your accolades.
Y'all bored. When is the season gonna start?
Oh, and, like, are they doing this because the season's about to start? Like, is this hype for the season
They
to start?
gotta be bored.
Shaq gotta be bored. Dame.
They gotta be bored, too. Like, I get that Shaq made the first diss track and you just responded, but the second one you still bored then, sir. Like, you a little bored. What day is the season starting? Because listen, y'all a little bored
22nd, I think.
of October. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think 21st, 22nd.
But y'all a little bored. Like, y'all got millions, and this is how y'all spending your time making diss tracks. Come on now.
Hey, it's entertainment for us.
Listen, if you want to raise money on studio time, I got student loans. You can just pay off in 1 second. What's up? I'm joking, but
no, you're not.
I'm not. I'm not. But if you have not heard them, please go listen.
Please listen.
Watch the video with the Shaq puppet.
I got to because I've never seen it.
It looked like that thing off the Family Matters thing. You like,
Oh, right. There you go. It's up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. If you're watching,
wow,
watch it because
Okay.
it was pretty creepy.
Okay.
Pretty creepy.
No, that was kind of.
So it was pretty creepy.
Okay. That reminds me of those cartoons on the cartoon. What show was that like on the Cartoon Network? Like they had the puppets.
I
What was
watched
that
Disney
called?
Channel. Sorry.
You still watch Disney?
First of all, what we're not gonna do is judge my life. So with the season approaching,
Right.
I know teams this week took like their team photos.
Yeah, we talked about the media day last week.
So the Golden State took their photos and like I shared the post I shared the post on our podcast Instagram.
Right.
And my caption, all it said was the difference a year makes.
That's a huge difference.
You went from last season. It was Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and DeMarcus Cousins. To this season, it's Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and D'Angelo Russell. That's a difference.
That's a huge
a year makes. That
difference.
is a difference. I'm not saying the Warriors are still not going to be stacked, but Klay is out at least until the All-Star break.
Right.
So we have to see what type of squad like Golden State is really going to be. We have to see that.
Bench gotta come right.
Bench has to be on point. Do you hear me? If you're not, the West is loaded. Let me just say
The West has always been loaded.
The West is loaded. So if you're not coming to play, don't show up. My favorite team is stacked and loaded as well. But I need to see how they're gonna gel together as a squad.
I do want to see how LeBron and AD are gonna like how their chemistry
with Dwight
will be
Howard
on the court.
Well, he's coming
Dwight
off the
Howard.
bench.
I feel like Dwight Howard is very serious this season.
He needs to be.
So-
I'm not playing him games.
Cause we know if he not it,
He out of there. Baby, use out of there. Sorry. It's a difference.
Oh, you know what? So, Kobe got the Mamba Sports Academy, right?
Yeah.
I know you've seen videos of like half the NBA going to his little sports academy thing, right?
Yeah.
You know who was there?
Who?
Kawhi Leonard. Paul George.
They've been, listen, I'm so sick
They're
of
on the Clippers, though. You trained them to beat the Lakers. No, I'm just kidding, but
they doing
like-
way too much together. Like, they want to be seen in public together so much.
Kawhi and
Kawhi and Paul George. We know y'all on the team together. We know this is what y'all want. Y'all don't have to go to everything together. They doing
Isaiah
way.
Thomas was also there.
Is he playing?
Yeah,
Okay.
he played last season.
It hasn't been a lot of talk about him. That's why
I know
asked.
since
Yeah.
he
since the whole like Boston, Cleveland, like since all of that.
right.
Speaking of Cleveland, I saw their like kind of starting squad like media day picture. I don't know them people. the only one I recognized was Chloe's baby daddy.
He's still on there. Kevin Love gone.
I think Kevin was on the picture too, but I saw him.
She said Tristan's baby daddy.
That's Chloe's baby daddy.
Chloe baby daddy. I mean,
I'm sorry, True's daddy. Sorry.
True's daddy false.
False. So yeah, like the difference a year can make for your team is gonna be pretty lit this year.
I can't wait.
I
We keep saying that we cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I
This
hope
is good.
we-
This is the most exciting
yeah.
season ever.
I hope the East can like have as much hype as the West is, because the West is going to be bananas, and I'm ready. I'm
Me
ready.
too.
Great episode.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on.
A lot of fun stuff.
So by the time this episode comes out, there's gonna be some
Some stuff
winnings and some losings and
It's gonna be some winning, some losing in hockey,
baseball,
baseball,
WNBA.
So listen,
Like October is like the month,
October is the month for all things sports, all things track and field. Still,
right?
Be on the lookout.
Yep.
And as always, if you do not, please follow us on our Instagram. It is WDWKAS Podcast.
And our Twitter is What Do Women Know 1, and that's KNO number 1.
And we're on YouTube. It is WDWKAS Podcast as well.
Hey, slow that down so they can hear.
It is WDWKAS Podcast.
Right. Make sure y'all heard it.
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, please. Click on the bell.
Ding, ding, ding. As always, I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You can't make questions.
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.